Glamazons, it is Wonder Mama here. Welcome to Storytime with Wonder Mama. Thank you so much for joining me again for another story time and activities. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm here, I'm wearing my top hat today. I thought I would wear something special, so I hope you're all doing very well. So welcome to Storytime. We've got a few things planned for today. I've got some delicious snacks we're going to make. I've got a story, and then I've got an announcement for the colouring in show and tell that we're going to plan for next week. So welcome everyone. Hope you're well. Mwah, from Wonder Mama. Thank you for joining me. Hope everyone's well. Okay, now what I've got, guys, I've got these very special, fabulous snacks. I call them Glamazon Fairy Crackers. I will come up to the camera and show you close up, and you can see them there. They're delicious. They're Glamazon Fairy Crackers. Now they're a little bit like fairy bread, but apparently these are very special. These can be, you can have these as a snack, or they're great for a party or something like that. So we're going to make these today. They're very easy to make, but they're very yummy. So we're going to make those. Now those, these Glamazon Fairy Crackers are in honour of a lady called Sherilyn Barnes. Sherilyn Barnes is an Australian YouTuber. She actually claims to have invented fairy bread. Not sure about that, but she is the inspiration for today's activity and snack making that we're going to do today. So what it is, we've got some biscuits with butter and some fairy sprinkles on there, and we're going to make those, and they're actually really delicious. Now, Sherilyn Barnes claims to have come up with fairy bread. You can find Sherilyn on YouTube, but I would probably recommend that just the adults go to see Sherilyn, because Sherilyn, you know, she's got a bit of a potty mouth, but she's a lovely lady. So you can find her on YouTube or on Instagram. So we're going to get to it, okay guys? So what we need to make Glamazon Fairy Crackers are, we need some biscuits. So we've got here some shredded wheatmeal biscuits. You can have different biscuits if you like, but we've gone semi-healthy. So we've got round shredded wheatmeal biscuits. See there? So they're very yummy. We need some rainbow sprinkles. I didn't get hundreds and thousands. This time I got fairy sprinkles. They're rainbow sprinkles. And of course, you need a knife to spread the butter. And of course, we need butter. So there is some butter, okay? So we need some butter. So we're going to make them now. We're going to make Glamazon. I've called them Glamazon Fairy Crackers because I think they're fabulous, okay? So there we go. All right, so now what we do, we get our butter. There's our butter. It's soft, so it's easier to spread. You get your biscuit. Oh, no, I've forgotten something. Hang on. What we've got to do, we've got to prepare. So we've got to get our fairy sprinkles. So there are our sprinkles, our rainbow sprinkles. These I got from Coles, so you just put them in a plate, pour them all out onto the plate, like that, vigorously. Hey guys, welcome to Storytime and Activities with Wonder Mama. Now I can't see the comments you guys are making because I'm too far away, but I will come up in a second and have a look at what you're saying. So hopefully it's the right way up. Am I the right way up today? So can someone let me know if I'm the right way up, or am I sideways again? Let me have a look. I'll be up, hang on. Am I the right way up? Hey guys, hey Leonie, hey Antonella. Am I the right way up? Am I right way up, guys? Hey. No one's telling me if I'm the right way up. Excellent, thanks Claire. I'm the right way up, so we're not upside down and we're not sideways. Hey guys! All right, so we've got our sprinkles, we've got our butter, and we've got our biscuits, okay? So now we get our little biscuit, our shredded wheatmeal biscuit. You can use any biscuit you like, but I like shredded wheatmeal. So then you get your shredded wheatmeal, and then you spread the butter all around the biscuit, okay? Or a cookie. You can call it a cookie if you're from America, or somewhere else you can call it a cookie. but in Australia we call them biscuits. So here is a cookie biscuit, and we spread the butter all over it, nice and thick. Put that down. Then what we do is we get the biscuit and we dunk it in the sprinkles. And there we magically have an amazing and glorious Glamazon Fairy Cracker. Okay, so here's a close-up of it, guys. Glamazon Fairy Crackers. First, this is a first. This is a world first for a Glamazon Fairy Cracker here with Wonder Mama at Wonder Mama Story Time. So you can make those. They're great for snacks now that people are home and need something to snack on. You can have them. You can easily make them. They're very cool. Okay, so they're a Glamazon Fairy Crackers. Okay, so there's one there. I'll add it to my plate. I'll make one more for practice. Okay, so we get a biscuit. It's very high tech. It's a very high tech recipe, but anyone can do this. This is the maximum level of my cooking skills, because being a superhero, I just don't have time. So I need snacks on the go. So there you go. I've buttered my cookie, and then I just dunk it in the sprinkles. And there you have it. That is a Glamazon Fairy Cracker. And as I said earlier, check out Sherilyn Barnes on YouTube, and she actually has a fairy bread tutorial. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend, as I said earlier, don't let little kids watch Sherilyn because she's a bit of a potty mouth, but we love her anyway. So hey guys, so there you go, okay? So we'll set those aside. I'm not gonna eat these now, so I'll eat them later for dinner. Okay guys, so they're fabulous Glamazon Fairy Crackers, okay? So I'll put that to the side. And we have to clean up afterwards. I'll put these over here. Okay. So all you need for those are cookies, butter, sprinkles, and you're set. And they're super easy to make and they're yummy. Hey guys, welcome. All right, now guys, today's story is, I'm actually gonna come close to the camera and because otherwise I'm too far away. So what today's story is another Little People Big Dreams storybook, and today's storybook is David Bowie, because David Bowie is an icon and a legend and much loved performer, artist and rock star. So I'm going to read the story of David Bowie, and then later I've got another announcement for next week's show and tell. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a drink first because I'm very hot. Hey everyone. Okay, so today's story, Little People, Big Dreams, featuring David Bowie. So I'm going to come up to the camera and I'm going to read the story from there. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for joining Wonder Mama. Okay, guys, so here we go. So this way, oh, you get a, oh, excuse me. My chest is in the way. Okay. All right. Little People, Big Dreams, David Bowie. Written by Isabel Sanchez Vergara and illustrated by Anna Alberto. Hello, Mick. So even you can make those biscuits, Mick. It's not too hard. Even a photographer can make them. All right, now let's start our story about David Bowie, our little autobiography about David Bowie. Little David lived with his family in a tiny house on an ordinary street in London. But he had big ideas that would take him out of this world. So there's little David, he's sitting on the wall there, reading a book about UFOs, and he's got an imaginary alien there. And there is probably his family, and they're living in, and that's their house in London. At school, he loved music and dance classes. He had a real talent for singing, and his dance moves were from another planet. His teachers had never seen anything like it before. So there's David in dance class, and he's doing his own moves. He spent hours listening to his brother's rock and jazz records. David was so inspired by the power of music that he started to write his own songs. So there he is listening to the old record players, Now, your mums and dads know what a record player is. We don't see them very often anymore, but they're an old music, like an old CD player. So there he is listening to music and being inspired by music. David studied art, music and design at school. Sometimes his teachers were not sure if he was a boy or a girl, but David was just delightful to be himself. So there he is at art school. He's painting the model and creating art at art school. One day, he got into a silly fight with his friend George, who punched him in the eye. That punch changed David's look forever. It made him strangely magnetic. So as you can see here, David ended up with 2 different coloured eyes as a result of his fight with George. And that became his iconic look and what he was famous for, his 2 different coloured eyes. David and George remained friends and formed a group called the Conrads. The rest of the band was happy playing at weddings, but David wanted to become a star. Now, can you guys see that? Am I in the way? There you go. He jumped from band to band, looking for a chance, dreaming that one day all the lonely kids on planet Earth would sing his songs out loud. So there he is, going from band to band with his guitar, wanting to look for his big break in music. But David knew that a great singer needed to be a great performer too. He decided to mix his music with the most spectacular outfits and dance move ever seen on stage. So there's David looking at his amazing wardrobe of costumes that he was going to wear on stage to get everyone's attention and to be fantastic. David wrote a song about a lonely astronaut, and it became his first big hit. The whole world listened to his song the day man first walked on the moon. Next, David transformed into an alien rock star called Ziggy Stardust, the coolest space invader the world had ever seen. Dressed as Ziggy, he finally made it to superstardom. So there's David dressed in an amazing outfit, dressed as Ziggy Stardust, which became a character of his. Okay. David wasn't sure where he was going. David wasn't sure where he was going from there, but he knew it wouldn't be boring. He kept reinventing himself, and that's what made him David Bowie. So there is David Bowie. There's a gallery of all David Bowie's amazing and iconic looks. Iconic means they became famous and renowned just for him. So yeah, so there he is as Ziggy Stardust. Labyrinth as Jareth in Labyrinth, and all his other creations in famous costumes. For more than 40 years, he kept exploring new galaxies. Filled with futuristic sounds, he inspired generations of fans to find their own voice and dare to be different. So there are all his fans wanting autographs and just wanting to meet David Bowie because he's become so famous and iconic. Hey everyone, how you going? And by never being afraid to be himself, little David became the most unique star who ever fell to earth. So there you have it. That is the story of David Bowie, guys. So he became an icon. Sadly, he passed away a few years ago. So he's no longer with us, but he's got amazing music and amazing records that you can buy, and he's also done a handful of movies and stuff that were pretty famous as well. So that is Little People, Big Dreams, David Bowie, and that's like one of the little golden books. So yeah, so I hope you guys like that. You can look up David Bowie and find out more about him. Hey everyone, how you going? Thank you everyone for joining me so far. If you missed earlier, we actually made Glamazon Fairy Crackers. The recipe will be on the video when I upload it later, when we're all done. Now, thank you so much for joining me for story time. What I want to announce is next week I'm going to do a very special story time. It's actually going to be a show and tell day. So what I'm doing is after this story time is I am going to upload these two Wonder Mama drawings. You can see these two Wonder Mama drawings. I'm going to upload them to Facebook and you can download them and colour them in. You can colour them in however you like. Now this is open. You can be, this is open for kids can do it and adults can do it, little kids can do it, anyone can do this because it's not a competition, it's just a show and tell that I'm going to do next week. Okay, so instead of story time, we're going to do a show and tell of everyone's drawings. So you can send them to me via email or through Messenger and I will print them out and I will show everyone, we'll do a show and tell of everyone's colouring in and how creative you were with these drawings, okay? So, so those will be up after we finish with story time today. So there you go guys, so that's that. So I'll upload these straight after, okay? So you can do whatever you want with them, you can colour them in however you like and we will do a story time next Wednesday. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to say is I'm still going to do a giveaway of the Wonder Mama Hero Hugger. It's just going to be the pillowcase, it won't have the pillow inside, but I'll be doing a giveaway of this through my Instagram, okay? So through my Instagram account you can have a chance to win this. It's just going to be a random prize, no competition, it's just a random winner will be picked. Okay guys, so thank you so much. Now I'm going to read one more story to finish off. Hang on. Hey guys! Now we're going to do something a little bit different. Now the story that I'm going to read now is actually it's a big departure from David Bowie. This one is HeMan. I Am HeMan from Masters of the Universe. It's a little golden book. Many of you might know who HeMan is. He's a comic character from the 80s, but I'll just read his story. Okay? So this is written by Frank Berrios and illustrated by Shane Clester. So there we have HeMan. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull, and this is Cringer, my fearless friend. Can you see that, guys? Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power." And there you see Prince Adam turning into HeMan, the most powerful man in the universe. Cringer became the mighty battle cat, and HeMan became the most powerful man in the universe. So there's Cringer turning into a big battle cat, and there's HeMan, the most powerful man in the universe, lifting up a big vehicle with a villain inside. Where am I? There we go. Only 3 others share this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko. So there's a Sorceress, a Man-at-Arms, and Orko. And they're the only people that know that Prince Adam is HeMan. Together, we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor. And there's Skeletor there, and his evil henchmen are always trying to capture Castle Grayskull because it's got so many secret powers there. Hey guys! The Sorceress is guardian of Castle Grayskull. She gave me the magical sword of power which allows me to become HeMan. Duncan's devices and vehicles come in handy whenever we cross paths with villains such as Evelyn, Beastman, and Trapjaw. So there's HeMan and all the good guys fighting against the bad guys. My parents, King Randor and Queen Marlena, are the kind rulers of Eternia. They would never believe that the powerful He-Man and their gentle son, Prince Adam, are one and the same. Teela is captain of the Royal Guards. It is her job to protect Prince Adam. Teela is an amazing warrior. I wonder what she would think if she knew my secret. So there's the king and the queen, and there's Teela the warrior. Oops. Missed a page. One day, the sorceress sent me to the planet of Etheria. She wanted me to find the rightful owner of the Sword of Protection. On Etheria, I learnt that the sword belonged to Adora, my long-lost twin sister. With her sword, she becomes She-Ra, Princess of Power. And there you can see her becoming the Princess of Power. She protects her world, and I protect mine. For I am He-Man, hero and champion of goodness. And there's He-Man. So guys, that is the story of He-Man. Next week, I will read She-Ra's story. I've got She-Ra's story as well, so I'll read that next week. Hey guys, how you going? I am going to... Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I hope you're all having... What is going on here? Have I got a loose gemstone on my nose? Yes, I do. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for story time. I will upload this in a few minutes. It'll go to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as well. So thank you so much. Hope to see you all soon. And don't forget the colouring show and tell, which I'll do for next week as well. Mwah. See, oh, and guys, I didn't do a performance this week because Facebook blocks all the music. So if I play music outrightly, like I've put it in the background today, but if I play music, Facebook sort of like blocks it and stops the video from loading. So I wasn't able to to do a performance this week. So thank you so much for joining me. Mwah. I'll see you on Instagram, see you on Facebook, and hope you all are staying safe and healthy. Mwah.